I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ronald.
And this is Talking Squirrels,
the middle school ministry podcast. Oh, technical difficulties are fun. All right.
I love it. It's not.
Michelle.
That's 100% student ministries right there.
You know what? You're not wrong.
I know.
I know I'm right.
I know I'm right.
Michelle, how many times have we had to reschedule the recording of this podcast?
Oh, it's been such a process of learning.
Yes. Now it's great. I said this on the little bonus episode of the middle school barbecue that we did. You definitely up the energy and the quality of the podcast by being here. And so I'm grateful for you.
Oh, I am grateful for you. It's the 7 in me that just kind of does things, I think.
That's such a 7.
It's such a 7 thing.
What am I? I'm a 2.
Oh, this is the Enneagram, by the way, for those listening.
Mm-hmm. You should know your Enneagram number, if for nothing else, just so you can kind of know yourself. And it helps.
I think it's another part of leadership, right? Of knowing who you are.
100%. But for summer, you have a class that we're trying to work around a little bit.
Yes. And you've been so great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you've been great because I keep scheduling lunches during the exact time we're supposed to record this podcast.
Hey, at least you're meeting, right? You're meeting with leaders. You're doing your job.
Yeah, it's always I feel terrible because I'm planning things over you. Time management's a hard thing.
How dare you?
First of all, how dare you?
First of all,
I am not great at scheduling. And so honestly, this morning I sat down with my calendar and blocked everything out as much day as I possibly can in 30-minute time slots. Because I'm going to get a hold of this thing. Because I feel like so much of my time, I make a list of things I need to get done for the week, and I kind of do them, but then it's things that I just need to get done for the week, not necessarily things that I'm doing for the future, like a Big D Now or something like that.
Totally.
And then even then, we were talking about last week with learning leadership things, I don't schedule myself time to read a student ministry book or listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get a hold of all those things by scheduling it in.
Totally. What do you use specifically for your scheduling?
I like free things.
Always.
And so
we work in a church. Free things are great things.
You preach truth. I right now am trying to do a thing where I'm just got it all on my calendar app through iTunes.
Oh, okay.
That way it links to my phone, it links to my computer, and it links to my watch.
Oh, is this different than Google Calendar?
You know what? I have Gmail and I have all that stuff. I don't know if it actually links to my Gmail calendar at all. I don't know if that's a thing.
Okay.
It does not. Okay.
Just anything. It's
no, and so, well, the reason I wanted to do this was so I would have all these reminders popping up, especially looking at my watch. I can go, oh, hey, in 15 minutes, I should be having lunch with this leader. But what do you do for time management most of the time, Michelle? How do you try to get your stuff done? What are some things that you do for you personally?
Yeah, so this is something that I'm in the process of figuring out, and I feel every couple of months I re-figure it out because I'm no, this just isn't working. But one of my constant consistent things has been Google Calendar. Everything I have is on there. And that's
really? So you're hard Google Calendar.
I'm hard Google Calendar because it connects to my phone, which I love.
Oh, are you an Android?
No, I'm an
person?
iPhone.
What?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I need to learn more things. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
Everything just downloads right onto my phone. I have it on my because we use Google a lot for our church. So we're constantly in Google Drive doing all that kind of stuff. So it just fit really well. So all of my meetings, everything like that, are right there in my calendar. I also have a giant whiteboard calendar in my office.
Oh, whiteboards are fun.
Yes, and it's actually this calendar from New Year, Neyuyear, and it's awesome.
Okay, so what is it like? What does it look like?
It looks like a calendar.
Okay, yeah, okay, so
It's really
it's
good.
got the block.
So
Yeah,
you can do it multiple ways. So it has a front side where you can go horizontal, and then the back side is actually vertical. So you can do both ways. And
yeah,
then it also has ones where it can either start on Sunday or it can start on Monday. And for a church, it just makes sense to start on Sunday because that's when we do things.
yes, it does.
So, so
Mm.
that I've just been doing that, and it goes for the whole year. So you have every month on this calendar, and then it's just all white. It's whiteboard, so it's super easy to erase. It's easy to like plan things, and then I actually have a 2021 as well. So I have both 2019 and 2020.
Oh, okay, so it's got like it's not one where you have to fill in the dates each week. It's got the whole year up
The
there,
whole
and you
year.
can do like year at a glance kind of stuff.
Yes.
Does that help you like plan your time as you go on with it?
Yeah, I think I use it mostly like to plan out events of like, okay, how many events are we doing per month? What are we doing each month? And that way, so I can see too of like, hey, if me and Alex are planning something, I can say like, hey, this isn't a good time. So it helps with personal and work, right? So I actually use
Yeah.
it for both.
No, okay, so that's good. So you can put like your like vacations or all the wedding trips that y'all were
Yep,
taking on
exactly.
there, so that you can be, oh, hey, I'm going to be out here, so maybe somebody needs to teach for me at this
Yeah.
time. Oh, that's really
Mm-hmm.
good. So that's maybe that's something I need to consider because right now with what I did for my calendar stuff is I've got it all set down on what I need to do like on a weekly basis.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think like, okay, so I need to be planning for Sunday mornings this time, and I need to weekly be getting ready for Wednesday nights in this way, and I need to be meeting with parents and meeting with leaders, and so I need to schedule in times where I'm trying to fill these meeting times so that I can have my you know a pulse on the ministry and the parents. But the year at glance stuff, I need that too. Mm.
Yeah, I really encourage it.
And so
But also, like, I love the day stuff as well, or like the week ones. It's like I have,
yeah.
there was something, it's actually something from DYM, and I'm trying to remember who created it, but it's like
Oh,
a day.
is it the Doug Fields? Is it the Doug Fields one? That was a freebie,
Yeah,
like your roll goal, something like that,
I'm trying to remember. It was a little
or was it
different.
something?
It's just a day. So every day it has
Oh,
like your major like things you actually absolutely have to accomplish, to-do list,
yeah.
emails, texts, whatever you need to do, a
Huh.
shopping part.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like going to the store.
Yeah. So I
Like when
I
it comes
really
to
like that
ministry,
as well.
Okay. Well, I'll try to find out that thing and put it on the show notes
Yeah,
so
like
that you can go and
I'm
download.
looking for it right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many. Oh, there goes a text message. Sorry about that. Um, there's so many things that you can use to schedule out your time. Even just as little as I know when I was in seminary, they had a 4 quadrant box that we were supposed to look at,
Oh, interesting.
and it was what is uh, urgent and important. Box number one.
Always.
Things urgent but not important. Maybe like email, like frantic email from a
Mm.
parent who they think it's urgent, but it's really not important at that
At
moment.
least one a week, right?
Things that Yeah, things that are important but not urgent. So like planning for the event that's coming out like way ahead. And then things that are neither urgent nor important, which, most spam emails and things like
I
that.
love that.
Well, it was helpful. It was a helpful tool because you could think, okay, there are things in these boxes that are always going to stay there, but there are other things that will move around
Oh, for
too.
sure.
So like the urgent or the not urgent but important will soon very quickly move to the urgent and important
Accurate.
box. So, even using that. So I guess the stereotype is that youth pastors don't know what to do with their time, or they only work 2 days a week, or what have
Oh
you.
yeah.
I really want to push back against that and how I plan my time. I want to be really intentional about
Yeah.
stuff.
I think it's super
And so
important to, because you don't want to burn out.
100% no. And so if I can plan my time now to like maybe spend an hour a week getting ready for the next big event that's coming up in a couple months, then I can be much more ready for that event when it comes, instead of just like, oh, the building's on
Yep.
fire.
Which sometimes that happens.
Hopefully, and hopefully it's not the youth ministry's fault when the building catches on fire.
True.
So for me, like I said, I'm going with this whole calendar app thing, trying to really schedule it out. I like the year at a glance though, because I have a paper calendar on my desk, but it only shows 1 month at a time. I like the idea of being able to see the whole year and even into 2020.
Yeah, I love being able to see like months in advance of like, oh yeah, we have something planned. I need to reserve whatever for it.
Yeah, I could probably benefit from from that. I'm seriously considering that. Okay.
I also would
As
suggest,
far as
sorry, one more thing.
oh, go ahead.
There is something that
No, no,
I'm
no.
trying out right now. It's called Calendly.
I've
Yeah,
heard of this.
it's pretty great. Like so far, it's been pretty nice. But it's where you can just send out a link, and they see your calendar. They just see it as like times when you are free, and they can schedule
Mm-hmm.
a meeting with you.
I have clicked on some Calendy things and made some appointments with other people that way, but I haven't yet been able to. I haven't done that. Is it something you have to pay for?
No, I mine. They have like different, like what is it called? Levels, I guess you can say. But mine, I just use the free
Oh,
one.
well, sure,
Right.
yeah.
If I needed more, like I would, but right now it's like all I need is just a one-on-one type of thing of like, hey, set
Yeah.
up a meeting. And it's great. Like I've heard good things from parents who were like, oh, it was super easy.
Okay, so maybe in my, hey, if I'm planning out my week and going, this is some time that I can do, I can just send somebody a link and they can click on a time when they could meet.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, it takes them right to a page
Okay,
where
now
they
that
can look at every day, and it shows like the actual times when you were free.
no, I
Yeah,
like that.
I think it might be
Okay,
with
that
Google
might be.
Calendar though. So it might, I
Oh,
don't know for sure, but I imagine you can like
oh,
import your other calendars.
okay. I got to figure this out. I got to figure this out. Well, and that's kind of one of the things that I want to do, kind of looking towards fall, right? I want to kind of get a hold of my calendar, my time management, so that as fall continues to come like at my face, I can approach it confidently, right?
Totally.
And so I feel like if I can get a hold of my time now in like the last little bits of crazy summer, I'll have a much better time having time in the fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the things that I'm really
Hmm.
bad at though is like adding in some free time, because I feel like
The
I'm
white
kind of
space.
that person where it's like, oh, I should be constantly busy or I can constantly be doing things. And as we were talking about a little earlier, of like, hey, we should probably schedule in some time to read like a leadership book or a student ministries book, right?
Yeah.
Not not
Yeah.
like at home, but like actually during the work.
Because we're paid
Yes,
for this, to do this. So it's okay to listen to a podcast or watch a training video or read a book
absolutely.
on the clock. Yeah. And so I'm trying to schedule in time for that for me, so that I can make that
Yeah.
happen.
I think even one of the things too of like actually taking your lunch, and even that time, like I'll
Yep.
take a lunch and I'll throw on a podcast, right? It's 15, 30 minutes, however
Mhm.
long, whichever one I'm listening to. And that's something super easy to do.
It is. And if you can just like I said, get to something like that, that's helpful. It's something you need
Yeah.
to do. Okay, if you've got a tip or something on how Michelle and I can get a hold of our schedules and our time management, we'd love to hear about it. Let us know. Leave us a review. Just saw a little while ago that there were some reviews that were not so nice. And so if you are in the nice category, go leave us a 5-star review and be especially nice towards Michelle, because there was a really sweet review saying that Michelle is bringing up the quality of the podcast. I wholeheartedly agree.
Ron, this is your thing.
Michelle, thank you so much. No, it's our thing, Michelle. It's our podcast.
So fun.
It's a blast. Hey, Michelle, thanks for hanging out this week.
Always, Ronald. We will see you guys in a few weeks. Who knows? Who knows when we'll be back? Bye.